yeah, as this comes into Nashville,
we got a big tree next to our mobile manufactured home. Let's consider our options. If you've got a big tree next to your home, let's just maybe go to the other side of the house if you can, because these are big winds, and you definitely want to avoid any of these trees coming down. Let's see. There we go.
Taking a look at TB&A here. TB&A showing that wind north of Kingston or east of Kingston Springs, right around Pegram. I think OHX is probably our best radar for that northern area of wind here, because it's really aimed right at the radar site. So it's actually headed right for the radar. It's a perfect read on that those wind velocities. And there's a couple of pixels here of 95 mile per hour winds at 1,600 feet. So that's around Old Charlotte Pike. And
Andrew, even down in Williamson County, just south of Fairview, winds are running 70 miles an hour, just now passing south of Fairview, and is going to run into, and I see a 79.4 miles an hour at 1,500 feet. And I'm on TBNA, so I'm getting probably an even better shot of it than the OHX radar.
That'd be cool. What we're just looking at there is a storm that's coming out of Dixon into Nashville. And now what we're looking at is a tornado warning, not in Nashville, but over there towards Holly Springs, south of Collierville. This is in, closer to the Byhalia area, northern Mississippi.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
And now we got a new tornado warning for the storm that Andy has been drawing our attention to via the Y'all Watches. And now we officially have a tornado warning for it for Grenada, LaFleur, and Sunflower counties in Mississippi. This is a dangerous storm. Definitely probably the most concerning looking signature as far as a tornado goes that we've seen today.
It's the southern half of Dixon County. So I'll tell you what to expect in Davidson County. Expect a large number of power outages, and you don't have a lot of time to charge your phone, but expect power outages in western Davidson County, central Davidson County, really really all up and down, maybe with the exception of far northern Davidson County, but really right through the middle of Davidson County, we could have a lot of power outages today. So these winds are going to be strong. They mean business. I'm looking at the utility map from over there. Looks like power lines are down at the around Highway 46 near the interstate exit, around the Waffle House and the gas station there. Debris in the road, so the winds definitely mean business there. And looks like I've got a camera up over here on Bradley Parkway, south of Ashland City Highway. This is going to cross right over there. So we will likely see some of those winds get here in the next few minutes. All right, so it looks like this now. It's going to look a little different here in about 5 or 10 minutes. When these winds get there, it's going to be blowing pretty hard and a lot of rain.
Looks like some siding came off a home out in Dixon. So, and this does not have to be tornado. Straight line winds do this kind of work.
Yeah.
It's rough.
There is a great picture in our replies, Andrew, from Lauren G. looking over Bell's Bend and John C. Toon.
Man, these winds are legit.
Yeah, they are. Yep, there's that picture there, looking toward John C. Toon. Yeah, there's a lot of wind in there. A lot of wind in there.
We need to contact Lauren G and see if we can put a camera up there. That's a good view.
I thought you said Warren G.
Lauren,
Like,
L-A.
really? All right.
Just hit the east side of the LBC.
Highway 251. That's River Road, I think. And that's right where the strongest winds are right now, according to radar. Winds up to 80 miles per hour right there around Bell's Bend, crossing River Road. Would expect damage there with these kinds of winds coming right across River Road right now. And let's switch over to our other graphic engine here and sort of name some of these roads off. Of course, we're getting close to Bradley Parkway here. So there's Old Hickory Boulevard. It's right on Old Hickory Boulevard now. Of course, Bradley Parkway's over there. Centennial Boulevard, Cockrell Bend, Old Hickory. You've got Hyde's Ferry, Drake's Branch, Eaton's Creek Road. So that's right where this storm is now. It's crossing Old Hickory Boulevard and is going to be at Bradley Parkway very, very soon.
Wind has started here.
All right, this is a camera at Bradley Parkway at Ashland City Highway. Looks like this wind is gonna come right over this intersection. Looks like a tornado warning coming for Davidson, Sumner, and Wilson. So new tornado warning coming for Davidson, Sumner, and Wilson. And that, I assume, is going to be for this area of strong wind that may have an embedded tornado in it. All right, so new tornado warning coming for Davidson County, Sumner, and Wilson. And rotation starting to tighten up there, the Weather Service says, on this storm. So those of you around the Fontenelle property, Beeman Park, there's your new polygon over here. And let's look at it right here on, let's go to our velocities. And so those of you in from downtown Nashville to the north, the Fontenelle property, Bradley Parkway, Madison, Goodlettsville, Lakewood, Hermitage, It's time to take cover. All right, time to take cover. So this wind is arriving right now at the Briley Parkway and Ashland City area, Ashland City Highway, and we're gonna see what we can see here. Wow, look how fast that's crossing the highway. We're gonna see if that. Wow, man, oh man, oh man, that is legit wind, y'all. Good
Yes.
gracious. Wow. Okay. All right, everybody up there north. I'm just going to kind of call out some locations here as we watch this come through. Those of you kind of on the northwest side, Eaton's Creek up there toward Beeman Park. This is what's headed that way, and it's headed that way pretty fast. All right, this is Briley Parkway at North Ashland City. Tornado warning for northern Davidson County. This is really for north of downtown. The circulation is up there near the old Fontenelle property, right here along the Briley Parkway, Ashland City Highway area. And this is a tornado warning where you need to be on the lowest level of your home, interior closet or bathroom, and you need to put on a helmet if you've got one close by. So a little circulation trying to spin up there, right there on the northwest corner of Briley Parkway, around Ashland City Highway and to the east of there. And I'll show you that circulation now is right around Beeman Park. All right, so let's look at radar of where this is. Circulation is right there around Beeman Park. It's right here. All right, so this is going to be up right around Old Hickory Boulevard on the north side. It's going to be crossing I-24 here in just a little bit. But there's your polygon. All right, so I tell you what, the circulation looks like it's north of downtown. All right, I know Nashville, downtown Nashville's included in the tornado warning. The primary circulation that we're watching, unless there's another one I'm missing, is up here around the Fontenelle property on the northern side of town. So Whites Creek, Beeman Park, Cedar Hill Park, crossing I-24 around Old Hickory
DOT
Boulevard.
trucks travel eastbound in the westbound lane in order to clear the road.
Wow. Okay. So we've got once again, extremely strong winds moving into Nashville right now. A tornado warning is in effect for Nashville. That we want everybody in Nashville to get to their safe spots, but we are specifically most concerned about in this, brief over the next, I would say, 10 minutes or so. We are most concerned about areas near Jordonia, Bordeaux, Whites Creek, Belshire, up towards Amqui and Dalewood. Once again, this is a live look from Nashville right now. We've got very strong, damaging winds, enough to knock down trees across I-40 and close the road. Moving into the Nashville right now. This is especially in North Nashville. All right, so if you haven't felt the winds yet in Bordeaux, you're about to. Here's what it looks like right now in Bordeaux. I've got a suggested camera, y'all. The one 389. 389. We need to put that one up. But if you're just now tuning in, we've got once again a tornado warning in Nashville. Take shelter now. This is what we're looking at on radar. We've got a significant storm. Once again, this part right here is the really concerning part, where we're seeing that damaging wind. So everybody all the way over to Hendersonville. You guys are also included in this. Up to Hendersonville and Gallatin. This is a very dangerous storm. We've got to get you into your safe spots. And my goodness, we've got another tornado warning in Tennessee now for Portland and Oak Grove. Portland and Oak Grove. This is going to be for Robertson, and Sumner counties in Tennessee. And this is a
A
confirmed
new
tornado.
tornado warning has been issued.
Emergency management confirmed tornado warning. We potentially have a tornado on the ground here near Walnut Grove, moving up towards Hall Town, Highland Rim Terrace, Corinth, Oak Grove, and Fairfield. So take shelter immediately out there in Portland, Westmoreland, and Fairfield in Tennessee. You see the little hook here? You see the little hook? That's a tornado potentially on the ground moving towards Hall Town. So please take shelter, get into that most interior room. Things are really popping off here. Lots of people probably just now hearing about this are in and around Nashville. Once again, y'all, we have a tornado warning in Nashville. This is a live look at the interstate in Nashville right now, where extremely damaging winds are moving through the Whites Creek area. Whites Creek. Then we're going to see it come up into Belshire. Look at that car. It can't even go. Tanner, I'm suggesting another one. Watch this one. As soon as you start to see precipitation here, put it in one of these slots. Once again, a tornado warning currently in Nashville. If you're in Nashville right now and you're wondering, what in the heck, this doesn't look like what I'm seeing. This is specifically impacting a pocket on the northwest side of Nashville right now, more significantly than elsewhere, specifically around Bordeaux, Whites Creek, and Belshire. If you're on the southeast side of town, it's probably not quite as intense there just yet. But I know we've got the disc golf tournament going on down here on the southeast side of Nashville. We got to let those people know that this is going to be a really intense storm, and we probably shouldn't be outdoors right now. Hopefully they're sounding the tornado sirens. Once again, this is a live look.
All right, let's see. Yeah, this is our Gallatin camera looking down there at that storm in Nashville. So we're looking kind of northwest there, if I sort of have my bearings. Swing to the left. Yeah, go left. Left. Keep going. Yeah, that's our Nashville storm there. Just to the right. Yeah, that's looking right toward downtown.
Yeah, downtown is typically right there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's go back over to radar here.
This thing is almost downtown. So you're out of time if you're downtown. You're almost out of time if you're in East Nashville. You're almost out of time if you're in Madison. So if you're in Madison and Inglewood, take cover. If you're near Rivergate Mall, take cover. If you're near Old Hickory, take cover. If you're in Hermitage, take cover. Shelby Park, Shelby Bottoms. Same for over by Greer and Trevecca. The storm is coming into downtown now. You need to be in the lowest level interior room, closed structure. Andrew?
Yeah. Looking at here at more scenes from over on Briley Parkway. Traffic very slow, and it looks like the
the winds are likely just now starting to pick up. Belshire, Amqui, and over towards Hendersonville. You guys are once again in a very dangerous situation. This is crazy, y'all. Live look once again from Nashville as the storm goes through. I think we're going to get some big time widespread damage reports out of Nashville. Are you guys okay in Nashville? I know we got people in the chat. Are you guys hunkered down? Golly, son. We've got probably some 70 mile per hour winds, maybe even higher winds moving through Nashville right now, and of course we want.
If a man really hated ads, here's what he would do. Day 1, he would install Pi on his computer without spending a dime.
All right, we got lots of people watching from Nashville. Good. I think we're going to be all right, okay? This is a very intense storm, but stay hunkered down, get in that basement, most interior room. The good news is it shouldn't last a very long time, okay? In Belshire, we're talking about 20 minutes or so. Right here, we've got a y'all watch here from Andy, so let's hear from Andy. Go ahead.
Thanks, Ryan. Yeah, I'm watching this as this rear inflow jet surges forward with all the damaging winds now going over I-24 and 65. On the northern side, the northwestern side is where we'll see that spin up tornado potential. If you play back the velocity, the last few scans have it tracking northeast out of this tornado warning towards the Greenbrier Ridgetop area. If that still holds together, or we see any more surges that make those circulations happen on the northern side, those areas that are not in the tornado warning may see some damage from a circulation like that. So I have a y'all watch just in case they hold together. Latest scan looks like it's not quite going to do that, but I'll continue to watch it.
Thank you so much, meteorologist Andy Hill, keeping an eye on the storm going through Nashville. Here's what it looks like going through on the northeast side of town. Just now getting in there now. It's getting closer to Belshire. Once again, it's in Belshire now, but now it's getting closer to Amqui, Solitude Acres, Eden, Wold, Rayon City, Hickory, and Lakewood. An incredibly dangerous situation. This is definitely bringing down trees. Definitely capable of producing some power outages. So once again, get into that most interior room, lowest floor, put as many walls between you and the outside world as possible. Tornado warning continues here in Nashville.
A lot of power outages. This is a really incredible spring storm pushing across Davidson County here at close to 5 o'clock in the afternoon as we have a powerful storm moving across Madison right now. Tornado warning does include Goodlettsville. It includes Madison, includes Amqui, and it will be in Hendersonville shortly as the view of the interstate comes back into view there.
I'll go ahead, Andy, and then Riley.
I got it first. Riley's going to tell you the same thing. We have that underpass. We have that camera with a bunch of people parking under the underpass in a Nashville camera. We need you to not do that. We need to speak about this right now. These are people in the tornado warning that are creating a very dangerous situation just in general for driving and for themselves if a tornado were to pass over that underpass right there. So we need to speak about that.
Yeah, guys, if a tornado were to cross over this area right here, you are literally creating a death trap. Okay, so we don't want to we don't want to have anybody parked under overpasses out here. You're not protecting yourself from anything. This storm doesn't have a whole lot of hail. There's going to be some hail, but all you're doing is putting yourself in a more dangerous situation by parking under an overpass. All right, so once again, if you're just now tuning in, these are some live images right now of a damaging storm moving through Nashville. We have a tornado warning for downtown Nashville, Hendersonville, Shackle Island, all the way up to Gallatin and LaGuardo. We're getting live imagery here of just how intense it is, and to show you on radar what we're looking at here. This is kind of an overview of the town. The strongest winds right now are happening up here on the northern and northeast side, moving into Goodlettsville, Hendersonville, places like Amqui, Old Hickory, Twin Valley, and moving up towards Gallatin. But we also have in downtown Nashville very strong winds moving right through Vanderbilt University. We also have a pocket of very strong winds moving towards Oak Hill, Brookview Estates, and Castlegate Estates. The tornadic potential down here is not necessarily as high as what we're looking at farther to the north, but the damaging winds are still going to be there. They went ahead and issued a considerable severe thunderstorm warning way out ahead of this that goes all the way past Nashville, past Gallatin to Lebanon. So Gladeville, Lebanon, Carthage, all the way up to Westmoreland, and Red Boiling Springs and Lafayette in Tennessee. You're now under a considerable severe thunderstorm warning, which means there is a considerable damage threat. And we do believe that there it could be 70-mile-per-hour winds here, and maybe even some quarter-size hail. So once again, if you are in the Davison, Sumner, and Wilson County, Tennessee area, we're tracking a significant a damaging storm going through that area. I also want to go to our tornado warning in Mississippi, because we have a couple tornado warnings in Mississippi that we want to continue.
So right now the strongest wind moving across. Yeah, it's about to cross the Cumberland River Bridge. Right there where Highway 45 and Old Hickory Boulevard are kind of separate roads just there for a little bit. But right there along Myatt Drive, that's where the bridges are. If I turn off the radar image here, you can see there's the river, the bridge going over there, and then Old Hickory Dam and the old DuPont plant and all
Old
that. Just
DuPont plant. Yeah, that's what I was going to
Yes.
say.
Yeah, right there. 85-mile-an-hour winds going right through areas around Neely's Bend Road. So right in Neely's Bend and going right into Old Hickory is this area of 80 to 90 mile per hour winds. Getting pictures here from, and these are back from around Dixon County and our. Looks like we got a tree down on I-40 eastbound. That was from our guy down in Perry County.
Yeah, numerous tree down reports. Old Hickory, Hillsboro, tree down reports near Kingston Springs, obviously earlier when that came through. Tree limbs up in power lines on Highway 96 between I-40 and 100 and Highway 100. So, yeah, lots of tree down reports as we expected.
Thanks, Will. And yeah, we could really use your report. So use hashtag TSpotter on X. Also use, you could DM us on Instagram. But any of those damage reports that you have, there will be a lot of damage reports. And yours is welcome. Please send that to us. We'll get that to the Weather Service. They're going to want to document these damage reports as this storm has come through. This has been quite a doozy of a storm. And the strongest winds right now, at least according to radar. Now we're getting close enough to the radar where there's really going to be only one spot that it's going to have a really good read. The radar is literally located right here, and this wind is, there could be wind all up and down this line. In fact, I suspect there is. But the radar is going to have only a really good read, kind of right out in front of its face, and so we're looking at winds here coming right into the Old Hickory community. Right into those streets right there in Old Hickory of 80 miles per hour. This is a serious situation for Old Hickory as these winds come through there as we speak. And then we'll cross the lake and go into the lower, looks like it goes through the lower peninsula of Hendersonville, right there along the lake. So that's going to be quite an interesting experience there on the southern peninsula of Old Hickory or of Hendersonville, and let's see.
I've got 70-mile-an-hour winds in spots crossing I-65 in Williamson County right now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what came through here.
Yeah, I see that right there. Okay, so this is looking at TB&A, and you're just looking at a really solid area.
Shackle Island, Gallatin, maybe up towards Cottontown in a little bit. But right now, we've got a tornado warning for Henderson and Gallatin. The tornadic circulation potential in downtown Nashville is decreasing a little bit. So we're mostly just seeing that, really strong wind threat continue in downtown Nashville. But we're still watching for the potential for a tornado a little bit farther off to the north and east. Once again, a tornado warning also continues to exist over here in Mississippi. We've got 9 minutes left on you for Holly Springs. Stay in that safe spot for 9 more minutes. We've got 24 minutes in Cortland and Batesville, and also 39 minutes in Scobie. Grenada, we don't have a warning for you yet. But just to your north, there is a tornado warning that's going to go on for 39 more minutes. But Grenada, y'all watch out. Strong storm coming in to the north and to the west. Additionally, we've got a new severe thunderstorm warning.
Storm, yeah, go up a little bit, Will. That's a interesting shot. So what we're looking at here, that's a healthy storm. That's a very healthy storm, and that is producing a lot of wind damage. And we're just kind of looking for any features there that might be interesting. But honestly, that just looks like a bunch of scud kind of being lifted up on the front of that outflow.
Yeah, it
We're gonna
looks
keep.
like 14 tornadoes. It's not. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah, yeah,
clouds
yeah.
are supposed to look like in these kind of straight line wind events. Don't worry about those. They look like tornadoes. They're not.
Yeah, the thing to watch for, Will, check that kind of that area right there near that insulator. But again, it looks like scud to me
It's a
right now.
lowering, but I don't
Yeah,
see it spinning.
right.
That's the part that interests me.
Yeah, I think keep an
It's
eye on that lowering right there.
right in the way of that turnbuckle too.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll watch that. That'll move out of the way here in a minute.
Yeah, scroll back. I guess all we're really looking for is what's going on the ground there beneath it. There, Will. If you start to see some stuff start to come
Yeah.
up, that's how we'll know.
Mm-hmm.
I think almost scanning the horizon there on the ground is going to be just as valuable as looking up at the storm itself. Because it's not a tornado unless it hits the ground.
Yeah, and that lowering right there, that's right on the north side of that. Structurally, where that lowering is would be where that would happen. Kind of that north. That's that north edge of that bulge right there. That cloud you see, that's sort of a wall that's kind of facing north. Right on the end of right there where that insulator is kind of the area we would be watching. And see what happens with that. Let's see, TBNA here. It's like the strongest winds have just gone through Lakewood.
I will add, if you're downtown, the tornado threat's over. The storm that has caused the tornado warning is now pushed east and is moving away from you. If you're along I-65 or even I-24, the storm is now east of you, and the worst of it is over. The same is true for inside the 440 loop. The worst of it's over. You're good. That's not necessarily true down in Franklin, but we're not seeing as big bad of winds as we are up near Hendersonville and going into Hermitage. Hermitage, you're getting it right now. But very quickly, this will be into our east. If you're on Percy Priest Lake, you are almost out of time. You need to get off the lake because this thing is on top of you, and the radar doesn't have a very good view of the winds, but I'm betting there's 60, 70 mile an hour winds there. And if you're down in Franklin, there's no tornado warnings effective for anyone in Williamson County at the moment. But the straight line winds are impressive, and you need to head on inside. Andrew?
Yeah, thanks. I would expect the tornado warning would be shored up here shortly to exclude Davidson County, as the primary area of circulation has moved off to the northeast into Hendersonville and is getting very close to the radar site. In fact, the strongest winds. In fact, I'll say this: the National Weather Service office is about to take it on the chin. So
in Hendersonville, and there's also some rotation in there, so there's a potential that a tornado could be involved. So yeah, we want you to get to shelter. You should take shelter with or without that tornado threat, though. Here's a photo from Hendersonville just a few moments ago. Which, by the way, Hendersonville, you're still under a tornado warning. You're going to want to get inside central room.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
They've extended our tornado warning all the way out into Macon, Sumner, Trousdale, and Wilson counties in Tennessee. So Gallatin, you're still under a tornado warning. Now you're under a tornado warning in Bethpage, Bransford, Westmoreland, Lafayette, Beach Bottom, Beech Grove, Hartsville, and Shady Grove. If you guys know anybody out here in Macon, Sumner, Trousdale, or Wilson counties in Tennessee, call them and let them know they're under a tornado warning. Go ahead, Riley.
Hey, Ryan, we just heard a report on the scanners that there was rotation directly above Hendersonville Medical Center. I would imagine that's why this tornado warning was extended.
All right. Thank you, Riley. So, yeah, we've got potential rotation out here, and that's why we've got that tornado warning, right? We got a tornado warning. Oh, yeah, Dalton, yeah, 100%. Tornado warning for Gallatin. And we do have rotation. Here's a live look right now from Sumner County of that storm coming in. This is from storm chaser Heather Carter out there in Portland, looking down towards Cottontown. And once again, if you're just now tuning in, we just got this warning coming through here. We had a huge storm just go through Nashville, and the northeastern side of that storm is rotating as it goes right up towards Gallatin. This is a look at that right now as it's potentially trying to produce a tornado. You can see some of the rotation there actually just looking at this. And it's coming up towards Cedar Grove, Trousdale, Oakland, Kansas, Bethpage, Bransford, Beech Grove, and Lafayette. Okay, this is up there towards Westmoreland. This is Macon, Sumner, Trousdale, and Wilson counties. What you want to do at this point, if you're hearing the sirens going off right now, is you want to get into the most interior room of your home, lowest floor, put as many walls between you and the outside world as possible, and you want to make sure that you are, staying connected. Keep me on. Call your family members. FaceTime your aunt down the road, whatever. Just stay connected as long as you can, and we'll be fine. We'll be fine. But at least for the next hour over here in Macon, Sumner, Trousdale, and Wilson counties in Tennessee, you're going to want to be in that safe spot. Protect your pets and kids as well. Get them ready, settled in. Over towards Lafayette, for example, you got maybe 45 minutes or so before the storm gets there, so you got a little time to prepare. But this is a look at the radar here.
Signal of a tornado on the ground near Paynes, Mississippi.
All right, so we have tornadic activity going on in Mississippi as well. So one of the things I want to mention here before we go down to the Mississippi storm, this is a huge area that's about to get hit here. The Macon Drive-In is directly in the path of a potential tornado here. Also Union High School, New Hope School, and Keystone School. If you know where those are, that's about where the tornado is heading towards right now. Take shelter immediately. Let's go back down to Mississippi. And let's talk to Andy while I push some buttons here. Go ahead, Andy.
Yeah, Ryan. Actually, from the Columbus, Mississippi radar, you can see that southern or middle tornado warning much better over Paynes. That one has come together rapidly on that last scan, so you could just play back the last couple of frames. You'll see just how fast that one's come together right as it approaches Tillatoba, Mississippi. So I would be most concerned in that area right along I-55 there.
Oh. Yeah,
I lost power there for a couple minutes.
Oh, hey, Graham.
You're back?
I'm back.
Yeah, we're going to be spending quite a while going through photos of snap trees.
So let's talk through our warnings just a little bit here. So I'm down in the Nolensville area, and I'm not under any warning, but I can tell you that the winds are very strong outside. I can't tell from where I am if they're severe or not, but I can tell you it's just roaring outside. And I tell you, that's related to is this outflow boundary that has come out ahead of. If you're down to Williamson County, kind of wondering what's going on. We haven't talked much about Williamson, but this outflow boundary here that is pushed out ahead of the rain. The rain is back here around downtown Franklin.
We're still on the camera.
I'm sorry?
We're still on Super Mega Cam.
Well, let's get rid of that. What do you say? Yeah, let me get radar back up here again.
We have to be able to see Will and exclusively Will.
What? What are you talking about?
Because there were two Wills there. There was Super Mega Cam, and then there was you.
Oh,
yes.
We are different. Super Mega Cam is much tougher than I am.
I don't know about that. It's less functional than you are.
That's true.
Will is very functional.
Thanks.
This outflow boundary here running from Nolensville down to Spring Hill, that's where the strong winds arrive, and then the rain is behind that. So whereas up here in Davidson County, that outflow and and the rain arrived at pretty much the same time. Still seeing indications over there in Wilson County of winds in the 85 mile per hour range. That's right off the radar. So over there in
fast, just ask your friends and your family members back down there into Nashville and Hendersonville. Very strong winds, and then after that, we're going to see it go through Grabble, Kansas, Oakland, Macedonia, and Oakland. Right after that, Antioch, and then over towards Westmoreland and Lafayette. Okay, now on the southeast side of town, we don't have a tornado warning currently, but we do have a strong storm getting ready to come into Suggs Creek, Gladeville, Leeville, and Lebanon. So I know we got a lot of people watching in Lebanon. There's no tornado warning for you, but there is a very strong storm capable of producing damaging winds coming right towards you. And then also Tucker's Crossroads in Carthage. I can say the same exact thing for you. All right. Here's another one to keep an eye on back there as the storm comes towards Carthage. We've got, once again, a tornado warning for Macon, Sumner, Trousdale, and Wilson counties in Tennessee for the next 42 minutes. As this comes into Gallatin right now, stay sheltered for 42 minutes. Now, you are no longer under a tornado warning in Hendersonville. You're no longer under a tornado warning in Goodlettsville, Shackle Island, Dalewood, Bellshire, Whites Creek, North Nashville, downtown Nashville. If you're anywhere back here between Bellevue, Nashville, you're good. You've got the y'all clear for now as these storms move on by. We might have a little bit of a flood threat set up, but the tornadic activity is off to your north and east. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey, Ryan, I think we should hone in on this little area here, just
Ryan,
right on the east side of the
Interstate.
Nashville radar. I'm seeing a few 100-mile-per-hour pixels velocity bins here at 300 feet above the surface, which would easily translate to the ground in this case. So that's like think of that like a tornado damage path. We should do like a mesoscale for that, going ahead to Highway 231 south of Castilian Springs.
All right. Thank you, Andy. We're going to listen to Brad's message here, and then we'll get right into that mesoscale.
Ryan, I just turned north on Interstate 55. I'm going to meet it up on the interstate and then track it all the way into Coffeyville and Velma.
Can you guys hear Brad? I can barely hear Brad. But he's down on that Mississippi storm. We're going to keep updated with him. But once again, like Andy just said, we've got an enhanced area of concern here for our friends around LaGuardo. We could potentially be having some really, really intense winds here right around LaGuardo over towards Oakland. Some of those winds are currently coming over the BJ's trailer area. If you know where the Wilson County Emergency Management Office is, that's literally exactly where those highest wind values are looking like right now. It's going to cross over Highway 109 in a large swath between potentially all the way up there near Academy Road and the Complete Property Inspections building, if you know where that is, and all the way down there towards Chad's Winter Wonderland. Everywhere in between right now is likely experiencing some very intense damaging winds, similar to a tornado. Okay, so we want to take shelter because we are under a tornado warning right now, and we're going to see this eventually come up over into the greater Amor Nashville wedding venue. Okay, that's literally right in the path of some of the strongest winds there. We're going to see places like the Old Hickory Lake Cabin and the Watermill subdivision get hit here. We're talking about the Cumberland River near Billy Goat Hill Retreat up towards RNS Groundskeeping, all the way down there to the Cedar Grove Baptist Church. We are potentially looking at very intense, damaging winds coming up into this area right now. Some of those winds are coming through Gallatin, but specifically to your south, we think that those could also be especially damaging as they move next into Oakland, Macedonia, Antioch, Barthalia, Hunters Point, and then Shady Grove. Once again, if you're just now tuning in, tornado warning in effect right now for Macon, Sumner, Trousdale, and Wilson counties in Tennessee. We've got to get you into your safe spots. This is producing damage across several portions of Tennessee here. Very quickly, let's also get an update on our friends in Mississippi because we do have an increasing concerning looking signature on these storms over here. We got a tornado warning that continues for Oakland, Mississippi for 23 minutes.
It's now east of us. Nashville, you're fine. There's no more tornado or severe thunderstorm winds coming through downtown and parts of east. But if you're in like southeast Nashville towards BNA or Percy Priest, Antioch, Crieve Hall, you may still get a pretty good wind gust through there. But this is slowly transitioning from a heavy wind event to a flash flooding event. And the flooding is often as destructive as a lot of these winds are. So please be careful out there, especially as it gets dark.
Out of a daggone movie. But this one right here is a pretty strong storm coming up into Scottsville. Once again, we do have a little bit of rotation here, and I think you can actually kind of make that out visually just by looking at this. But there's no tornado warning because the rotation is quite minimal right now. But if that were to wrap up, we might have something to be concerned about out here, maybe over towards Holland and Maynard and Tracy and Fountain Run. But yeah, this is a live look right now of near Scottsville, Kentucky, where we have a severe thunderstorm warning for Allen and Simpson counties. You're going to want to get indoors and away from windows. And be ready for a tornado warning just in case. I don't think that we're close enough yet for that to be something that we have to worry about there, but it's a potential. Some of our strongest
a new tornado warning has been issued.
Winds now in Tennessee are moving out of Cairo into Payne's Store. Once again, Antioch and Hunters Point. A specifically strong area of winds are also moving into Oakland and Hunters Point right now. We just got a new tornado warning in Mississippi. This is going to be for Lafayette. I didn't hear Brad at all that time. Somebody tell Brad that. I don't know what like is.
Hey Ryan, it's Brad.
Okay,
Can you hear me better now? I forgot to put my headset in.
Yeah, loud and clear now. Brad's on this storm, by the way. Yalobusha County, all the way up to Oxford. You guys are under a tornado warning now. Give Brad a second here to come back to us.
Then severe weather that moves through, just moves through both our counties just now. So currently, the only warning in effect for Davidson and Williamson County is east of I-65 in Davidson County. Severe thunderstorm coming through Priest Lake, BNA, Antioch, Crieve Hall, Cane Ridge. Wind gusts at BNA have topped 60 miles an hour. That is, damaging wind, right? We haven't seen any signs of rotation in any of these storms. No reports of tornado, just straight line winds that can, do as much damage as a tornado in some cases, but no updraft, no rotation. What about the rest of the night, right? What does this mean for us for the rest of the night? The rest of the night, the flooding is our main concern. We are not expecting additional severe thunderstorms tonight. We do have a significant risk for flash flooding. So if you live in a low-lying area, if you live near creeks, streams, etc., make sure you've done what you need to do to get to higher ground. Make sure you've done what you need to do to get the
network up here as we did in Nashville. So I don't know if the winds are as intense. So chat, how are you doing in Gallatin? Is everything all right in Gallatin? What's going on out there? And also, I'm continuing to monitor my Twitter feed here. If you want to send stuff, only if you can do so safely on Twitter at Ryan Hall, y'all. All good in Gallatin? Okay, it's pretty bad in Gallatin. Getting conflicting reports now. I know we had a large area that lost power on the north side of Nashville. Okay, we've got a lot of people without power in Gallatin as well. All right, well, the good news is, Gallatin, if you've made it this far, you're fine. All right, the strongest winds are moving out of Gallatin now, and they are going to continue to move into Bethpage, Payne's Store, Antioch, Hunters Point. Antioch, is that the place where the thing is happening? There's something happening in Gallatin, right? Not Gallatin, but Antioch. Is that where that disc golf thing is? It's probably like 10 minutes before the winds get there. So y'all get ready for that. This is then going to go up towards Hartsville and Beech Grove and Lafayette. Okay, there's multiple Antiochs. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, the one up here north of Barthelia is the one that's about to get hit. The disc golf tournament is outside of Laverne. Okay, well, they're also about to get hit by not as strong of a storm, but still a pretty decent storm coming into that area. But yeah, Fairview, Wickstown, Pleasant Hill, and Lafayette, get ready. You're under that tornado warning for 32 minutes. Take shelter and stay there. They went ahead and issued a severe thunderstorm warning that goes all the way out past Fountain Run, Tompkinsville, Kentucky, Summershade 88, Etoile, Lamb, Tracy, and Austin. You guys are included in that. That's going to be Allen, Barron, Metcalfe, and Monroe counties in Kentucky. And we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning in West Virginia. A considerable severe thunderstorm warning in West Virginia.
Which gives us a pretty good view of Williamson County. Those winds have come down as they've gotten closer to the radar. So I think as far as our two counties go, we're in a pretty good spot as far as additional wind damage. But I think we're in a tough spot for the next several hours as far as flooding goes. I would expect some additional flash flood warning alerts, and of course we'll have our typical stream and river issues over the next several hours as well. But guys, let's transition over to covering this on socials. Of course, we're on Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads, and Twitter. And we want your reports on those platforms as well. So sending in damage reports using hashtag TSpotter over on X and sending us a DM on Instagram. Those are good ways to get us those damage reports.
This was the main event.
Yeah.
For tonight, this was the main storm event. The flash flood event is just beginning.
And for the people in the chat, we don't do Wilson County. I'm very sorry. I see a lot of you asking about Gallatin, Sumner.
Well, let's. I would like to talk just a little bit about it. I've sort of developed a little bit of a policy that if we hand them a tornado warning, I want to mention just a couple of things about it before we go, because that's one of those things that I sleep better at night when I talk about it for a little bit before we go. The main part of that circulation up there for Sumner County and Wilson County is up there around Westmoreland, so it's south of Westmoreland, northeast of Gallatin. So that's where the main part of that circulation is, and that tornado warning for Wilson County down there. Most of y'all are good. You're in that really, really strong wind area, but as far as the circulation, I think it's mostly up toward the north in the Sumner County area. But then, of course, y'all got that strong wind there in Wilson County. So, yeah, it's going to be a long 20 minutes, 30 minutes for you guys over there in Wilson and Sumner for y'all to get rid of the storm. But keep those reports rolling in, though. That's helpful. Even if you're in Wilson County, using hashtag TSpotter is kind of universal.
Over 21,000 customers without power now in Metro Nashville.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
I got a new tornado warning in Mississippi. This is going to be for Coffeyville and Water Valley. Once again, this is the area that we called out several minutes ago. We've got rotation back here.
As things move on out, so we can expect that to happen. as these storms move on out too. So things are going to move pretty quick over the next little bit. Once the storms move out, they'll cancel the tornado watch, and of course we'll transition to that flooding threat.
Cool.
Let me mention one other thing. This just happened half a second ago. Let me mention this one other thing. You're going to see, if you get phone alerts, if you get weather alerts on your phone and it includes flood products, you're going to see something that I apologize up front. It's really confusing. All right. You're going to see cancellation. Like they just canceled a flood advisory. All right. If you get that on your phone, you're going to think, okay, well, the flooding threat might be over. No, it's actually just starting. So you're going to get a flurry of cancellations and issuances on different flood products. I wish it weren't confusing. It's confusing as all get out when when a flood advisory is just canceled for Davidson County. It's kind of bad timing. So the flooding threat is going to continue for another few hours at least. So keep that in mind. If you see something that's canceled, usually that's for a specific location in the county where a particular river has dropped below action level.
Westmoreland and Lafayette in Tennessee. This is Macon, Sumner, and Trousdale in Tennessee. We're going to want you to take shelter for the next 27 minutes. Gallatin, you guys are good. I think the biggest part of the storm's past you now, so you're good in Gallatin. Here is some damage from around Nashville. Joe sent this in. Thank you, Joe. Lots of trees down near Creve Hall. Somebody said, I haven't seen winds like that just came through Gallatin in a long time. Here's a video from JD. Yeah. Really powerful winds coming through a huge area in the greater Nashville area today. We're now seeing that continue up towards places like Lafayette. Here's another video from Northeast Wilson County, from Hunter Wells. Thank you for sending this in. Once again, at Ryan Hall, y'all, on Twitter. Lafayette? You guys don't do Lafayette? Lafayette? Gotcha. Holy smokes. Here's a photo from Hendersonville. Big time trees coming down all around Nashville. This is why we say getting that most interior room away from windows, that would have fell close to a window. It could have came through, sent glass flying 80 miles per hour through the room. You know what I'm saying? So, keep us updated on the damage up there around Nashville. I want to make sure we report on it and document it. We're going to continue to cover these tornado warnings as they come out, including our most recent one that is now in effect for Coffeyville and Water Valley. We have a really good indication that there's some rotation here, and there could be a tornado forming south and east of Oakland, moving up towards Coffeyville and Water Valley. We've got a ton of storm chasers on this, so if they see anything, honestly, we should be probably the first to know about it. So we'll let you know what's going on as these storms move off to the north and east. So a tornado warning continues for 38 minutes for Calhoun, Lafayette, and Yalobusha counties in Mississippi. Kentucky, lots of people asking about Kentucky. So up here in central Kentucky, moving into like the Danville, Lexington
Ryan,
area.
I've got no eyes on this thing, and it's too close for me to get my drone up really quick. I'm gonna have to head east on it.
All right, Brad's going to continue to follow that storm down in Coffeyville. In Kentucky, there's some storms moving towards Lexington. They are below severe limits right now. We're going to watch them and see if they get stronger. If they do, we might have a couple severe thunderstorm warnings for Danville and places like that. But you guys are outside of the tornado watch for now, so we're not too concerned about areas like Lexington. In Kentucky specifically, the areas that we're watching out for the most right now are Summershade and Tompkinsville and
up along areas along Highway 52. Maybe getting some hail, maybe some quarter-size hail possible for these areas. Also, Hartsville quarter-size hail possible, too, for you. Anywhere you see these purple shadings, indicative of torrential rain and the potential for hail. Looks like our strongest hail core would be here, riding along Highway 52, approaching Lafayette. So, Lafayette, you're very likely to get some hail here very, very soon as this storm approaches you. Just a very intense storm that we're seeing here. I'm seeing a picture. I can't share this in the NWS chat, but a very well-defined wall cloud, it looks like, with this storm. So it could easily put down a tornado anywhere. Nothing has been confirmed yet, but you want to take this seriously. There is a new tornado warning soon to be issued, according to the Weather Service, downstream from this. In fact, this should be coming out right now for this would cover central and eastern Macon County and parts of Clay County. And in fact, that has just been issued. It's in effect till 6:30 p.m. And there's your new tornado warning polygon. So Red Bull and Springs, Hermitage Springs, Moss, y'all are all included now in a tornado warning as well. Again, until 6:30 p.m. So any area in red right now, you want to be in your tornado safe spot right now. Now, if we have folks watching back in Sumner County, if you're in Gallatin up to Bethpage, you are in the clear now. So between Gallatin and Bethpage along Highway 31 here, y'all are okay. As well as areas between Gallatin and the intersection there of 25 and 231 there in far western Trousdale County, just across the county line. Y'all also have the all clear from this storm. The worst is now past you. I want to look now at some comments here just to see if any of y'all are seeing anything. I want to know specifically for those in Macon County, Trousdale County, have you seen anything? Have you heard anything? You need to be sheltering right now, but just do you know of anything firsthand or have seen anything firsthand? I want to hear from you directly. I know people are asking about Baxter, Cookville, but we're not focused on y'all right now. There's not an imminent threat heading your way right now. That's why we're not talking about you. We're just talking about the areas under the tornado warning and also the severe thunderstorm warning as well. But mainly the tornado warning right now. And again, this is radar indicated rotation that we've been watching. It's like we're having some data issues with the storm relative velocity. But our base velocity, though, is working. And if there is anything occurring with this storm, it would likely be near Wickstown, just north of Highway 52. Let's take a look at this from Hopkinsville. It's a little bit farther away, but yeah. So right in there is where your rotation is. Now this is rotation aloft. Doesn't mean anything's actually on the ground. So it's going to pass very near Lafayette, over top of Wickstown and Oakdale, and this is moving towards the northeast. So Red Bull and Springs, Winkler's Crossroads, Sunrise, Galen, Underwood, Enon, Bug Tussle, Sycamore Valley, Greenwood, all these communities I'm listing, you see here on your screen, you need to be in your tornado safe spot right now. We could have a tornado trying to form within this storm. We do know there's a wall cloud, but this storm does have a history of at least producing some minor damage, and we just want to be taking it seriously right now as it continues to move towards the east. Very large hail, very likely falling in Wickstown too. soon to move again into Lafayette. So let me go back to comments, reports of wall cloud over Lafayette right now. Let's see. Again, if you're in Lafayette, you need to be in your tornado safe spot right now. This is right on top of you, or will be in a matter of moments. Anywhere inside the red polygon, you need to be sheltering right now. Again, this is the best. Somebody said, can you zoom in to give more community? So this is about the best zoomed in view I can give you and show the entire warning polygon. Hartsville, you'll soon have the all clear. In a matter of moments, this will be out of your way. Farther south in the Smith County, this is approaching Hiwassee Road. Rome, soon to be to you. But you're just under a severe thunderstorm warning right now. So we're just going to stay with this. If you're north of Lafayette, I would definitely be sheltered right now. Really anywhere in the red polygon for sure. But if there is a tornado with this,
very dangerous storm that we're dealing with here. Also, this thing is coming up towards places like Difficult. You guys have a place called Difficult. Kemptville and Carthage as well over the next little bit. We don't have any warnings down here around Texas. Nothing in Louisiana right now. Nothing in Arkansas. All of our attention right now is focused on Tennessee and Mississippi, because that's where all the action is, and extreme southern Kentucky.
in the Lafayette area, but I tell you what, it would be really nice to look at it now so we could get a better look at this storm. We can look at it from Haydenburg. This is northwestern Jackson County. And we can take a look at the storm from there, from this vantage point, and you see the dark, you see the darkening skies there in the distance. Can't really tell a whole lot from this vantage point, but again, you can get a good view of the shelf cloud with this storm from there. So looking back at your comments again, again, I can't answer every comment in real time. It's impossible. I'm getting hundreds of comments right now. We're just mainly focused again on the areas under the tornado warning.
L and ends with a Fayette that shall not be named here is currently being hit by that, and it's going up towards Red Boiling Springs and Oak Grove. You do want to stay in that safe space over here for the next, I don't know, probably 45 minutes to an hour. In Lafayette, you guys are likely going to be done with this in within the next 5 hours or so. I bet if we did a poll, you guys would come up with different answers. It's Lafayette. Here we go. This is a live look from Bryce Shelton in Oakland, Mississippi, continuing to give us some coverage here.
If there is one. Soon to move into Frog Pond, Galen, Enon, Sunrise, Red Boiling Springs. Again, all these areas need to be in your tornado safe spot now. If you're back in Hartsville, you have the all clear. It just rained for you now. The threat has moved east of you. Farther south for Smith County, again, very strong storm moving in. Let's go back to that Rock City Tower cam real quick as this storm is just about to be there. This is located up on Pope's Hill, and we're looking southwest. You can see just a curtain of rain, very just torrential rain with this. We'll check back with that here again in a little bit and see how our winds. You can see the wind picking up right now as we speak. Will only get stronger, though, likely as this storm rolls in. Again, your radar image right now, so strong storms again extending from Cato down to Dixon Springs into Rome. And then farther north again, Lafayette. This is right on top of you right now. Just torrential rain occurring right now. Potential for 70-mile-per-hour winds. And again, we cannot rule out a tornado with this. Heather says tornado sirens going off at Salina. Downtown Salina is not included in this tornado warning, but that may be a county-based system, which is why your tornado siren may be going off. So Salina, there's no imminent threat for you. Now, this line will likely eventually reach Salina, and we'll have to watch for any other rotations to potentially develop. But if there's a tornado with this, again, it's going to be likely northern Macon County, near or north of Lafayette. And this is moving towards Sunrise and Winkler's Crossroads. And I'm very glad we left Lafayette when we did, because it's now on top of Lafayette. And I was just there a mere 45 minutes ago. So we got here just in time. Yeah.
I can't help that y'all wanted to be different. Burkesville. Once again, tornado warning, get to shelter. That newest severe thunderstorm warning that we just got is in Texas. So let's fly plumb all the way down into Texas. Comasneal and DeKalb.
Near Castalian Springs. So we've definitely had wall cloud with this. Let's go back to our Rock City Tower cam. You're on the south end of this storm, but you are inside the severe thunderstorm warning. We'll likely see our wind pick up here very soon. You can see the rain arriving now. Wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour just in the last minute here. May get stronger. So we're going to watch this right now in real time as this storm moves over one of our tower cams. Again, Rock City not in the path of anything tornadic right now, but we do have strong straight line winds blowing through right now. Again, at least at this tower campsite, we're getting 40-mile-per-hour winds, and we'll see if it gets any stronger than that. You can definitely see the trees whipping around. Again, very intense storm moving overhead right now.
Near the Cumberland River, showing that storm coming in now. This is likely a view that you have similarly back there towards Carthage, difficult. If you look to the west, by the way, we got a new SPC mesoscale discussion. And this is getting close to my neck of the woods up here. A threat for damaging gusts and embedded tornadoes may persist despite decreasing convective intensity. A watch may be needed. So there's a small chance that we'll get either a tornado or a severe thunderstorm watch out here for portions of southeast Kentucky. Yeah, I mean, no disrespect, y'all. I want to say it right, but y'all got to get your. There's probably, you know what? There's probably just some people trolling in the chat who aren't even from the area, and they're saying it's actually leafolet. It's actually leafeely. And every time I look, I get a conflicting report. But the good news is we got through it, and we'll live to, we'll push right on forward. The storm's pretty much over now down there. It's moving up into Gamaliel, Red Boiling Springs, Marrowbone, and Burkesville over the next little bit. 38 minutes, that's when that's going to expire there. Let me get a drink of water, y'all. You know how long I've been sitting here yapping? 5 hours and 30 minutes, nonstop yapping. We got lots of more yapping to do, so let me hydrate real quick. And since you guys are so active right now in the chat, I'm going to let my AI assistant, my y'all bot, read all the messages and give me a vibe check on what's going on in the chat. Go ahead, y'all bot.
All right, Ryan, quick chat pulse. Seems like half of Kentucky just tuned in, asking about Bowling Green, Glasgow, Scottsville, and Tompkinsville. Big focus shifting north there.
Hey, Ryan,
Still getting pings about
driving through
Batesville
water-
and Oxford in Mississippi, along with chatter about flooding and that warning near Burkesville, KY. Also, quick PSA from the pronunciation posse. Apparently, Gamaliel is Gamalia, and Marrowbone sounds more like Marrowbone. Consider yourself schooled.
Consider yourself schooled. Did Y'allbot do a better job than me? Or did Y'allbot screw it up too? All right, we got a message from Bryce. Let's hear it.
Hey, Ryan, it's Bryce. We're driving through Water Valley, and we had some very strong winds through here. I cannot confirm a tornado, but electricity just went out for the entire city.
All right, let's go back down to Mississippi and continue to follow our storm chasers.
South of Nashville, none of this is severe right now, thankfully. We'll watch it, though, as it moves east. But again, our focus again is on this storm with the tornado warning and the severe thunderstorm warning right now as it continues to move towards the east and northeast right now. So if there is a tornado embedded within this, it is likely to the northeast of Lafayette, near Underwood and White Oak and Galen, moving into Enon, Winkler's Crossroads, Bug Tussle, and moving in the general direction of Tompkinsville. Tompkinsville, you're outside of our viewing area, but you are under a tornado warning up to Burkesville, Kentucky. So y'all need to be in your tornado safe spot up that way. Red Bowling Springs, I still want you to be sheltered for right now. Again, this is more than likely going to go north of you, but you're still in the tornado warning. We still want you to be sheltered right now, just as a precaution. Still, the strongest wind we saw in Rock City, at least recorded, was 40 miles per hour, but there may be stronger winds embedded within this storm. Carthage, the heaviest activity is going north of you, but you may still get some very strong winds blowing through. According to my brother, he's in South Carthage, there are very strong winds with this. In fact, you can see a bit of a boundary here. Even though there's no rain along this is likely where your strongest winds are located.
Bye.